Talk a little bit about Kanbay.
About Kanbay?
Yeah, that in a way came out of the movement and the order and that whole spirit of things, didn't it?
Oh yeah, it was an introduction and an invitation to people to use the first technologies that were coming out, to use them intelligently. And of course Raymond, has been our president, and Raymond is a fabulous guy because he's very kind and considerate and he's very smart. He knows what he's doing and he knows it when he talks, and he devoted his whole life toward building this company that had some human values. It was the value system that has drawn people to it. In fact, I've got it in my book, the values that Kanbay has maintained. And one of the reasons too was that our friend in India, can I say his name here? Cyprian D'Souza has about 800 people under him in India working for Kanbay. I don't know how many by now, but he's I think he's the vice president, Raymond's the president, and they have maintained a spirit about the company that's really tremendous. You don't mind going to work in the morning. There's always something going on.
When you say something, always something going on.
Well, if they'll have something, some technique or some part of the technology. I'm terrible at that stuff. I don't know it. And anything that they want to introduce and so on, they'll take it to another level. And they have some of our old friends in there, like Cyprian. Roy Stansberry is one of our big chiefs. Jeff is in their marketing department. I can't remember who else is in there. I've always stayed in the lower levels because I'm not very good on the technological aspect of the work. But I worked in the personnel where we kept files and took care of people, the human beings that came through.
What were some of the contributions that you made?
Well, we maintained active files of people because when you got to be as big as Kanbay, anybody, and because we got to be a public company, anybody could come in and say, I want to see so-and-so's record. They want to know how much money you've given them. They want to know the background of them. And so I was in the filing department where we kept all those files up to date. And anytime there were changes in a person's life, we had to make sure they were in the files and then ready for anybody to come and inspect. So we had to be on the ball all the time, but it was just mostly that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well, one of the gals worked in the benefits section, so anytime special benefits came, she'd give us sheets of paper that would say blah 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 is going to get so and so. So we worked hard maintaining all those files. Then after I resigned several months ago, Capgemini bought Kanbay, and I have not kept very good track of what it's like. Capgemini is a huge company, and they bought Kanbay, and I think they have asked Raymond to do a particular aspect of it that he's always been good at. I don't know which one to do, but ask him to be in charge of that. Their headquarters has been in Germany. I don't know whether it's still there or not, Capgemini. But it was always, I always looked forward to going to work in the morning. It was always, and sometimes something new would come along. And I was Raymond's secretary for about 10 years there. And Raymond said, if you took care of Joe, you could take care of me. So I worked for him. And then the day of the retirement, we were going to have lunch, and I didn't realize Raymond invited everybody in the company to come to my retirement luncheon. So there were about 300 people there, and he got up and gave a little talk. And he said, Betty is so organized. I'm surprised she didn't plan this party. Anyway, he was very complimentary. He's very nice to me. He's a fantastic boss. Because you have confidence in what he knows and what he can do, and he goes after it. And it was great to have him.